Hello, this is Kermit the Streamer, back at it, finishing out that Thunder Junction draft. So we are at 4 and 1, making sure that I save the deck. Sometimes I like to save these decks and play them with my friends, or just have them ready, especially when I have a friend that has never played the set. That way they get a chance to see what it looks like. All right, here we go. See how we can do. Goal here is try to get those 7 wins. We're at 4 wins now, which means we're pretty happy no matter what happens because we got more gems than we started with. But it's always good to win a thing when you can. Waiting for the game to start. There we are. Alright, here we go. They're going first. I don't like this. He did mulligan. But I'm going to keep it. Yeah, he did mulligan. Okay, we got a land, so this hand is not dead. We'll be able to play a Stable Master first. That gets us to our 3rd mana, and we're probably going to want to get rid of the Armadillo. I hate doing it, but I think it's going to be the right thing to do. Barring drawing a mountain next. If we draw a mountain next, then we sharpshooter the Stable Master, and we're happy. We don't like that the Bighorn's going to get to do its thing. Well, we don't get to do the thing that we want to do anyway, so this does get us a basic land of any type and stripe. So we'll go for a mountain. We'll go ahead and Thunder Salvo the Stable Master so he doesn't get any more cheap quick mounts. I don't like that the Bighorn is going to be walking on my face, but we can hopefully sharpshooter something. No, we're good. What can we do? I'm just gonna use, well, you know what, no. Let's attack. No, that's no good. We're gonna just go ahead and plot, do 2 damage to the dome. We're gonna take 3 more from the Bighorn, but I hate letting that go, that 2 damage. He would probably still attack into us, and if he had a trick, we'd get blown out, so we're just gonna take some extra damage that we're probably going to take anyway. What I wanted him to do was tap out, because now I can do sort of a double play. I can play the sharpshooter. He's got white and blue mana, so I don't know what he has that could save the Bighorn here. So throw from the saddle is going to work. Creature gets +1/+1 and then deals damage equal to its power. So if he has the thing that shrinks my power, I could be in trouble, but he doesn't. So we got what we wanted. We'll go ahead and make the prickly pear now. Only thing we really don't want to see on this board is a Railway Brawler. It's one of the best cards in the set. I didn't even notice that that's what he plotted. So he gets to play that for free, but he really wants that to hit the table when he has something else that can come to the board and get the free counters. So he's going to go ahead and take a little bit of damage here, and my job is to try and make it as much damage as I can. So let's get on the table here, send in everything, try to make him pay for not having anything on his board. Because I'm wide enough now that even if he puts the Railway Brawler and something impressive out, I might still be able to just get around him. So yeah, he kills one of my things. It's to be expected. But he's down to 9. So I make a thing. I mean, if he's got a Wrath, I'm dead anyway. Because if his first creature after a Wrath is a Railway Brawler, there's just no way I'm going to win. So he doesn't appear to have a Wrath. But he does have a big scary dude, and he backed it up with a bigger scary dude. So now he's got 2 things, 3 things. Oh no! This is about the worst it could possibly go. So let's see here. We're not attacking into him until he taps some stuff. So we'll just plot, put it on him, and see what happens with his next turn. There's some form of us having to block. We can probably get rid of our mercenaries just hanging out. All of his stuff right now has to tap to attack, so we like that. We like that he's pressured by having a low life total. He's really in kind of a spot where if he does turn his guys sideways, he's just got too much good stuff. That the fact that he just gave his whole team vigilance is a problem. He can activate this once. So he's got a 10-11 coming my way, and it's perfectly fine for me to throw a mercenary in front of that. We're not winning this game at the moment. Like, I have to get my Scorpion Dragon, I think. It's the thing I really have to have. Yeah. This game, the longer this game goes, the more likely it is he wins. So I think I just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and cast the Rise of the Varmints. Again, not thrilled by this, but what I'm hoping he does is just try to overdo it. If he taps 2 guys, then there's a small chance I can get in there, because he's gonna block my biggest things. And then I can Snakeskin Veil a couple of things that get through, maybe. But, you know, this all hinges upon him turning sideways, and I just don't see him doing that on this board. Cards I want to draw, the Stinger back. Beaver wouldn't be terrible. Jolene would be okay. Hilda would work really nicely here. Yeah, actually, I mean, not right now, really. No, it's just not looking good for me this particular game. I mean, it's not one that I'm ready to concede yet, but he basically has to really make a mistake for this to go the way I need it to. See, the benefit to plotting the Rise of the Varmints would have been I would have had the mana to leave a veil open. But I think having the extra 2 bodies on the ground was really important. Now, him gaining 7 life, it's not good. Now, and with Primal Command, if he gets a Trampler, I'm basically sunk. That's actually really good too, because this guy's going to get bigger, and then its Golem is going to get bigger too. So, what do we got? He can block 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. But he's got 14 life now. See, at 7 life, I still could have won this game from this position. But at 14, best I can do is 8 damage. So we just have to be a calling station here to see what he's going to do. And see, the problem is once he's got the Sandstorm Salvager out, he has the luxury then to be able to attack with these 2 big guys and still have enough defenders to not really be scared. You know, I could have, there's like a trample, an alpha strike card, but you know, if I had it, I would have already used it. So it means I have to be getting it from my deck. Doesn't mean I don't have it from his point of view, but you know, that's not how. He can't be thinking that that's what I'm holding back. That's again another instance where it may have been better to just sacrifice the varmint. Oh no, it wouldn't have there because it was a token. Tokens, when they get exiled, they don't ever come back. So the veil was probably the right plan there. And I have to block with at least one thing. So let's go ahead and block with our worst guy. And then let's look at this board. Now I don't get any damage through if I try to crack back, so it's looking pretty bad. My next draw will tell me whether or not I should just quit. Because if I get the dragon, I at least have a chance. That's not the dragon. Well, let's do this. Kill that. And then he's got 4 blockers. And same situation I was in before, except I have less guys now. We'll go ahead and keep playing, but I think this is Scoop though. The primal command did everything it needed to there. I probably had this game locked up before that happened, but good card. And all it would have taken for him was making a mistake on which mode to choose. That's the thing I don't like about these, is that there's just so many choices that it's very easy to make a mistake and choose the wrong one. But when you've got so many options, it also means that you're gonna, if you can read the state of the board, you're gonna get what you need when you need it every time. So now he's got a 7/7 trample coming my way for sure. Ooh. No, I don't think I have a leg to stand on here. We've got to soak up some damage. He only has to do 6, but he's got trample here too. Yeah, I'm dead. Even with the veil, that's just one counter against too much trample and too much just straight up damage. Okay. There's not really any way I can improve on the deck at this point. It's on the playing. That's probably a hand I could have mulliganed, but it played out okay. His just played out way better. Alright, let's see what happens here. Not a great hand, but one that can play. All I need is 1 land in 2 draws, 3 draws really, and I can get on board. And if one of those is a forest, life is just really good. So I think what I do is I do plot the coyote so that I can prickly pear and get a 5 strength attack in. If I get a forest, it's even better, because then I can hit with Jolene and get a treasure. This guy can be pretty scary. Yeah, so here we go. I get to hit with Jolene and get a treasure. Now, he probably has some interaction here, but I'm going to make him have it, because I can't stop it anyway. But no, we got 7 damage in. And now, because I have more land coming and I'm not holding the armadillo, I'm going to go ahead and play this ankle biter, because that turns off the attack from the Omen Port, or Omen Port Vigilante, or it forces him to use a dumb trick on a 1 mana snake. that's good. Now he's got double strike, so now he can attack without fear. And this is still anybody's game, except we're going to go for this. If he's got something to protect it, he's got something to protect it. He should have the white, yeah, take up the shield. But this is super cool here because he didn't get to do it to great effect. He didn't get the life point, the life swing from the life link. He still protected his dude, which is what he wanted. But we're not dead, and it's anybody's board still. He probably has a better hand than I do. Gem Lightfoot, that's pretty good. But you gotta do nothing for her to do really good things. So let's go ahead and attack with the ankle biter. He gives up either one of these guys, that's a win for me. We'll make the prickly pear. We're just playing everything out. So we got our nice wide board here. This one's got vigilance, but this one's got reach. I like that they added this thing here. So theoretically, there are no creatures now that have secret reach because they get this big emblem that should be like, hey, this thing has reach. But I guarantee I'll still be running my troops into things that I shouldn't. Yep, he gets to come because he got a little buff. This stagecoach security is, I'm not typically impressed with it, but it has been performing very well for people that played against me. So think about what attacks I have, because this mercenary changes the math a little bit. It's just going to be the ankle biter. This is an instant. We're going to play it as one, I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna see what happens with this Gem Lightfoot, and we're gonna try to kill it before it gets to draw its card. I think that's our play. Now I probably should have used the mercenary on the ankle biter. I mean, it's also a great chump blocker. Oh, Bounding Felidar. That's another card that has been impressing me. Seems like it's much better than it looks. He cast a spell, but I still think that the most powerful thing that he's got on this board is the Gem Lightfoot, so we're going to get rid of it. We're basically in the zone here where I need an armadillo. And now I am going to go ahead and buff up the ankle biter. Let's see if that entices him enough to block. I mean, I like any one of these guys dying to the snake. We get him low enough, and we're in a spot where we can just go around everything. Can this go face? No, it just goes to creatures. All right, so he saddled up. He gained a life. Now I can mass block. I would lose two things, barring a trick. He drops that guy post-combat. I don't quite get there with lethal. So I can take 4 here. I don't like it. He plays a dude. Oh, no, he plays a planeswalker. Which one is this? Jace. Card advantage guy. Alright. So here's what we're doing. We're attacking. He's going to kill a thing, at least one thing. Then I'll put two more. I'll put two varmints in. And then the idea is that the next round, if he doesn't kill me, then I get to kill him. He's highly favored here, especially if he gets to take out an extra one of my guys. But the fact that I'm replacing, all of these guys were basically 2/2s, so I'm replacing them with 2 X's, 2 1s. I'll still be able to chump block a big thing or 2 big things, and take one of the other things, and then I'm still, if he has to tap to attack me, so I should be good. The card advantage is real, though. Whatever he drew here that he kept, if it's not a land, then I'm probably in trouble. If he just passes the turn right here, I'm pretty sure I win, because he can only block my 3 biggest things, 1, 2, 3, and then I come through with 2, 4, 5, 6 damage. So whatever he has, if it's relevant, it could be the difference. But if it's not relevant, there's nothing he can do. That's crazy, though. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control if it's saddled, and plus you're gaining life for whatever that one thing that. Oh, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. That's just bonkers. I can't believe I didn't see that card was good like earlier on. That's just insane. So I think the only way I really screw up here is by somehow managing to take lethal by not blocking. So we'll block. If he plays a dude post combat, what does that do to our math? 5, 6. No, we win no matter what. No, he could still have a trick of some kind. We got to play into it because we're losing anyway if we don't. So, nope. There we go. Yeah. So don't get freaked out when the board gets a little weird, and you'll be just fine. There's where Rise of the Varmints really shined for me. You know, I was able to make that suicidal attack because it brought the life total down well enough. It also showed how a card like the snake can be really valuable too, because by itself it can hold the ground against some really big attacks, or you can send it over to just gnaw away at the opponent's life total. It's like it has flying, basically. So if there was a mistake I made, it was probably not using the mercenary on the snake sooner. But I don't know if my opponent misplayed there. I think they did the best they could, and then they just got hosed. Their card advantage engine just got them a land, I think. Opponent mulliganed here. This is good. I think we're on the play if I paid attention. Yep, there we go. So we get to play our snake first. We'll get a couple of points of chip damage in, but nothing major. Oh no, he's got the Reckless Lackey for a strike or 2. So he could have attacked me, but I think he just decided not to. So do I kill the Lackey? Is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. I had nothing better to do. This guy sucks. Yeah, he really sucks. Not the player, the guy. I don't like this card at all. Maybe that'll change over time, but I just don't think so. This is great too, because I got Prickly Pear. So he can use this to make one of my things shrinky dinked, but then I can just block with the other one if I want to. No real reason to keep this Prickly Pear around. If there's one thing Rise of the Varmints taught me, it's that it's okay to trade things off. Yeah, go ahead, dude. So you're gonna shrink this guy? What are you gonna do? So yeah, you're gonna make me trade a valuable card. That's okay. I'll do that. So then here, I don't have anything good to do with the Snakeskin Veil, so it's just attack, and whatever he blocks, I put the veil on. So I win that fight and have a 2/2 death touch. Nothing really wrong with that. It's not great either. Like this board, it's going to take me 6 turns to whittle him down. So he should have stuff happening. This Wolverine's not great in his current position, but it's a playable card. I want to just hardcast this Trailblazer, and I think that is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I want to be able to attack with it the next turn, because if all he's going to do is add to the board slightly, I really just have to put the pressure on. Don't like it, but I don't think it's wrong, because I only have 3 ways to draw a card off of this anyway, I think. And he had a really good turn there. We've got our Armadillo, so that's our end game plan. So he's got to trade with both of these things. But I don't want to attack with this, because if I get to draw a card off of this Armadillo, that means life is good. So let's see what happens when we do this. That's what I expected. I think we just have to be okay with that. This 7/7 is going to be nice. I always feel like this costs 7. It's a really good costed creature for 6. And just that word 3/2 means that they really have to spend as much mana to deal with it. I don't feel bad about doing this either. Probably should have done it last turn, to tell you the truth, if I had the mana. I kind of just liked getting to see what he was doing, you know. Duelist of the Mind, that's a good card. That's I don't remember who that's supposed to be. Number of cards you've drawn this turn. Whenever you commit a crime, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Good card. Flying and Vigilance, nice. Yeah. Rise of the Varmints. So here's what I'm going to do. He can't punish me for attacking here. Oh, I should have mercenaried though. Because if he just bounces off the crab, no big deal. Yeah, so that was a mistake on my part. I'm going to go ahead and plot the Rise of the Varmints. I don't like telling him that it's my next, that it's like an intended move for me, but the 2/1s aren't a huge deal on this board. And just letting him know that anytime he does kill something of mine, I get a bunch of things to replace it. Just may make him think twice about using stuff. I don't know if I like the Wolverine. I mean, I suppose you gotta play the cards you get dealt. I do like the Candy Crab a lot. That loot ability is just amazing. This guy, he does a lot of good. All right, here we go. So we don't want to counter here. As far as I know, the counter that I'm worried about costs 2/3 mana. I hope that's not what we're walking into here. We really want to get a card and make a 7/7. Alright, and now we'll do this the way we were supposed to. Send this guy where he'll actually hit. And he's probably going to just trade with me. I probably would. But, like I said, I only have 2 other cards that get anything from this, I think. Oh, nice. He could have blocked and activated, I think. But no, I think he wants the Canyon Crab to draw more cards. More than he wants to trade with my Trailblazer. Yeah, because we've still got the Terror. We've got Jolene and the Beaver. So that is 3 more cards that could make this guy really, really go off. We're happy right now with this Spineless Armadillo, though. Our opponent really can't do anything about that. And it stops this duelist from getting to do its thing too. So the thing to keep in mind with Ward 3 is that that's any time that he casts a spell that targets this guy. So he can target his own guys. Plenty. And there's still some pretty effective things, like he could use the 1 casting cost shrink spell. It just costs him 4 to do so. And keep in mind he can pump this all day too. He hasn't yet cast a spell from hand, so he's going to get to activate the Canyon Crab. But now he's cast a spell from hand, but it was to draw a card. And drawing a card is better than draw a card, discard a card. So now he's got a respectable board again. He can handle an attack from the Armadillo. And I don't have a good attack to make. But he doesn't either. So we'll just build our board out.
I'll tell you when you're done.
Oh. I kind of still want to attack with the Trailblazer, but just the fact that it has a chance of getting me an extra card is enough for me not to want to throw it away here. Because, I mean, it would really suck to lose it to the Wolverine. Even if I get to replace it with some varmints. Yeah, he's favored at the moment for sure. Because, yeah, late game Hard Bristle Bandit doesn't really matter. I mean, the nice thing here is that anything I do put out is just potential fuel for the varmints. So, like, my opponent knows that, though, so, like, he's not going to make any foolish attacks either. But he is going to get to the point where he gets some sort of card advantage just from the fact that he's got a deck full of Loan Sharks and other things that allow him to dig deeper, like this Canyon Crab. Because he's got to have something in there that's worth digging so hard for. Sure, throw from the saddle. What do I kill with that? Probably just a Loan Shark. Yeah, probably the Loan Shark. Or I just save it. Maybe I just keep it in hand for whatever big thing comes next. Yeah, because he can't attack it on my board. So we're just going to save that until, you know, he makes something that's an actual threat. So now, like we did before in that previous game, looking at that library going, maybe we can get this guy to deck himself. I mean, he's definitely getting better card quality at this point. But he's not punching through unless he plays it to the board, so... That's a good card, but it's still stopped by an Armadillo. Yeah, this is a good time to not plot this. And we'll just go ahead and sacrifice an onboard forest. Ugh, glad we got through those. This is an attacker. I still don't think I should try to get rid of it though. I wish I had one more highway robbery. I think that would actually make this deck tick a little bit better. One spine with paladin would have been something too. Yeah, this guy's great. Stable Master, boring, but it has reach. Yeah, nobody's doing anything on this board. We have ourselves a good old Mexican standoff. His hand is looking pretty sweet though. 5 cards against my 2, one of which is worthless. How many more lands we got? 41% chance, so not quite 1 and 2. So he's going for something on the armadillo. What is it? I didn't catch it. Tools of the mind. Metamorphic Blast. So he's turning it into a 0/1 until end of turn. That just allows him to punch with the Sphinx, I guess, and send the Brood over. Not terrible. It just caused a lot of things to move around. Yeah, so he can punch with the Duelist and the Sphinx. And then, ooh, what was that? Caught in the crossfire? 2 damage to all outlaws. Which, no, non-outlaws. Good lord. Yeah, and this game is basically over just like that. I'm now down to 6. Alright, so we got a lot of things to happen here. It's not as bad as it looks, folks, because I can do this. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll farm it. 8/8 flying, no, 7/7 flying trample. He's still got a handful of stuff that could do things. But let's see, what do we have on the attack here? Block, take 2. Block, block, block. And then 3 of those get through for 6, 7, 8. Hypothesis is good. 4 damage to a creature. What does he kill though? Oh, he copies it, kills the Stinger back, and then I'm dead. So good game, dude. He came by it honestly by double casting Hypothesis, which is great. I mean, that's the thing that red deck can do, especially when if my job there was to put more pressure on, and I couldn't. So, not a bad thing here. We got 5 wins, 3 losses. I'll take it. So what does that allow us to do right now? Oh yes, it allows us into another draft. So, and that draft was a reduced cost draft too, so we really came out way ahead. We also increased our vault progress quite a bit. I just open the packs right when I get them. Well, that's it. So it's time to go to bed for me. I'll probably do another draft, at least record the draft and deck building portion sometime in the next 2 days. Have a great day, and see you again soon.